Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and felt an instant connection with someone? That magnetic pull, that unspoken energy that makes you think, I like this person. What if I told you that you could be that person? That you could walk into any room, any situation, and people would be naturally drawn to you. It's not magic. It's not about being the loudest or the smartest. It's about mastering a few simple but powerful habits that trigger deep human connection. So today I'm going to give you 5 key things that, when done right, will make people instantly like you. Let's dive in. 1. Genuine presence. Make people feel important. 2. Positive energy. Be a source of upliftment. 3. The power of their name. 4. Give without expecting. 5. Be authentically you when you engage with someone. Are you truly present? Or is your mind racing ahead, thinking about what to say next, what's for dinner, or even checking your phone while they're talking? The difference between someone who is liked instantly and someone who is easily forgotten often comes down to one simple thing: presence. People can sense when they have your full attention just as easily as they can sense when they don't. Imagine talking to someone who is half listening, nodding absent-mindedly while their eyes dart around the room. How does that make you feel? Probably unimportant, maybe even invisible. Now think about the times you've spoken with someone who locked eyes with you, nodded at the right moments, reacted to what you were saying, and made you feel like your words actually mattered. That's the power of genuine presence. The truth is, most people are so caught up in their own thoughts that they rarely give others the gift of true attention. But when you do, something magical happens. People feel seen, heard, and valued, and in return, they naturally start to like you. It's human nature. We gravitate toward those who make us feel important. This doesn't mean you need to be overly serious or intense. It just means that when you are in a conversation, you are in that conversation, fully engaged, fully listening, and fully invested, fully. One of the simplest ways to practice this is by making eye contact, not in a way that feels forced or uncomfortable, but naturally, as if you're absorbing every word they say. Combine this with small, genuine gestures like nodding, leaning in slightly, and reacting to their words in a way that shows you are actually processing them. If they tell a joke, laugh. If they share something meaningful, acknowledge it. These little signals show that you are tuned in, not just physically, but emotionally. Another powerful way to deepen your presence is by eliminating distractions. We live in a world filled with noise. Phones buzzing, screens lighting up, people passing by. It's easy to get lost in it all. But when you put away your phone, silence the mental chatter, and focus completely on the person in front of you, you send a powerful message. You matter. You are worth my time. And people feel that. Being fully present isn't just about listening. It's about making someone feel like, for that moment, they are the most important person in the world. And when you can do that, people won't just like you, they'll remember you. Energy is contagious. The moment you step into a room, people can feel your presence before you even say a word. Whether you realize it or not, you are always communicating through your body language, your facial expressions, and the energy you bring into every interaction. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel good, and the simplest way to do that is by radiating positive energy. Think about the people you enjoy being around the most. Chances are they make you feel uplifted, inspired, or at ease. They carry themselves in a way that makes you feel good just by being near them. Now think about the opposite, the ones who always seem drained, negative, or constantly complaining. Just being around them feels exhausting. No one wants to be pulled into someone else's negativity. That's why people are naturally attracted to those who bring light and warmth into their space. Radiating positive energy doesn't mean you have to be overly enthusiastic or fake. It's not about putting on a forced smile or pretending to be happy when you're not. It's about the energy you choose to bring into the world, the way you respond to situations, and the way you make others feel in your presence. It starts with something as simple as a genuine smile. When you smile at someone, it sends an unspoken message that says, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to see you. That energy is powerful. Your tone of voice also plays a huge role in the energy you project. A warm, confident, and engaging tone naturally makes people feel comfortable and drawn to you. If you speak in a dull, low-energy way, people will subconsciously mirror that energy. But if you speak with enthusiasm, passion, and a sense of excitement, they will feel that too. Another powerful way to exude positive energy is through your body language. Standing tall, maintaining open posture, and making eye contact all send signals of confidence and warmth. When you lean in slightly while talking, nod in agreement, and actively engage in the conversation, people feel that you are present and interested. They associate your presence with something uplifting, and that's what makes them want to be around you. The way you respond to others also plays a crucial role in the kind of energy you project. If someone shares good news with you, celebrate it with them. If they're having a tough day, offer a word of encouragement. The more you focus on adding value to others through your energy, the more they will be drawn to you. People don't always remember what you say, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And when you bring positive energy into every interaction, people will naturally gravitate toward you. A person's name is the sweetest sound they can hear. It's not just a word, it's an identity, a representation of who they are. When someone hears their own name in a conversation, it triggers a sense of recognition and importance. It tells them that they matter, that they are being seen, and that they are valued. This simple yet powerful act can create an instant connection between you and the other person. Think about the times when someone addressed you by name in a conversation. Didn't it feel personal? Didn't it make you feel acknowledged? Now compare that to interactions where you felt like just another face in the crowd, where your presence was barely noticed. The difference is striking. People don't just want to be heard, they want to be recognized. And their name is the easiest way to make that happen. Using a person's name naturally in a conversation makes them feel comfortable and connected. It adds warmth and familiarity, breaking down any subconscious barriers between you. If you're meeting someone for the first time, repeating their name shortly after being introduced helps to not only remember it, but also to make them feel significant. Instead of just saying nice to meet you, say nice to meet you, Sarah. That little adjustment changes the entire tone of the interaction. It shows attention and interest, and it instantly makes the other person feel special. This small habit is especially powerful in professional settings, whether in networking events, business meetings, or casual work conversations. Addressing colleagues, clients, or business partners by name creates a sense of rapport and mutual respect. It fosters stronger relationships and makes people more inclined to listen, trust, and engage with you. Leaders who frequently use their team members' names cultivate stronger bonds, leading to greater loyalty and motivation among their employees. It's important, however, to use a person's name naturally and appropriately. Overusing it in a conversation can feel forced or manipulative. The key is balance, using it enough to make the other person feel valued without making it seem unnatural. If you struggle to remember names, try associating the person with something memorable or repeating their name a few times in your mind right after they introduce themselves. Beyond just remembering names, take the time to pronounce them correctly. If you're unsure, ask. A person's name carries deep personal significance, and when you make the effort to say it right, it shows genuine respect. Even small details like this can make a lasting impression. In a world where people often feel overlooked, simply using a person's name can be a powerful way to stand out and create an instant positive connection. Most people enter social interactions with a subconscious mindset of what can I get from this? Whether it's attention, validation, or an advantage, they are often focused on their own needs. But the people who are instantly liked, the ones who leave a lasting impression, are those who flip this mindset. Instead of focusing on what they can gain, they focus on what they can give. They offer value without expecting anything in return, and that generosity makes them stand out. When you meet someone, instead of thinking about how they can benefit you, ask yourself, how can I add value to this person's life? This could be as simple as offering a genuine compliment, sharing a useful piece of advice, or providing a small act of kindness. These gestures don't have to be grand. Sometimes the smallest things make the biggest impact. A few words of encouragement, a helpful suggestion, or even just making someone's day a little easier can create a connection that lasts. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel good. When you give freely, whether it's your time, attention, knowledge, or kindness, you create a positive emotional experience for others. This taps into a deep psychological principle, reciprocity. When you give without expecting anything, people instinctively feel a sense of appreciation and are more likely to respond positively to you. But the key here is authenticity. Giving shouldn't be a tactic or a strategy. It should come from a place of genuine care and generosity. One of the simplest ways to implement this in daily life is through listening. Giving someone your full attention without interrupting or waiting for your turn to speak is one of the greatest gifts you can offer. Most people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. But when you truly listen, when you make someone feel heard and validated, they will remember you for it. Another way to give without expectation is to help others without keeping score. If you have knowledge or a skill that could benefit someone, share it freely. If you see an opportunity to connect two people who could help each other, do it without expecting a favor in return. The people who are most liked, trusted, and respected in any setting are those who create value for others simply because they want to. When you give without expecting, you not only build stronger relationships, but you also create a reputation for being someone who genuinely cares. And in a world where so many interactions feel transactional, being that kind of person makes you unforgettable. People are naturally drawn to authenticity. In a world where so many individuals wear masks to fit in, those who embrace who they truly are stand out. The reason is simple. Authenticity creates trust, and trust creates connection. When you stop trying to impress others and instead show up as your real self, people will not only like you, but also respect and appreciate you on a deeper level. Too often, people feel the need to mold themselves into what they think others want. They adjust their personality, opinions, and even values just to gain approval. But this approach is exhausting, and people can sense when someone is being inauthentic. There's nothing engaging about someone who is constantly seeking validation or approval. On the other hand, when someone is unapologetically themselves, flaws and all, it's refreshing. It sends a message that they are comfortable in their own skin, and that confidence is magnetic. Authenticity is not about being perfect. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about embracing your imperfections and owning your story. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with relatability. Think about the people you admire the most. Chances are they're not perfect, but they are real. They are honest about their struggles, their failures, and their journey. And because of that, they inspire and connect with others on a deeper level. One of the easiest ways to be authentic is to speak from the heart. Say what you truly think and feel instead of what you think others want to hear. When you express yourself honestly, people feel that sincerity. It doesn't mean being rude or blunt. It simply means being true to your thoughts and emotions. People appreciate those who are straightforward and real because it eliminates any guesswork about who they really are. Another key part of authenticity is standing by your values. When you have strong beliefs and stick to them, people respect you even if they don't always agree with you. Being authentic means not changing your stance just to fit in. It means being consistent in who you are, regardless of the situation or the people around you. At the end of the day, the most powerful thing you can be is yourself. When you embrace your uniqueness and stop seeking approval, people will naturally be drawn to you. There is nothing more attractive than someone who is real, comfortable in their own identity, and confident enough to show it to the world. So now you know the secret. Being instantly liked isn't about being the loudest, the smartest, or the most impressive person in the room. It's about the energy you bring, the way you make people feel, and how authentically you show up in every interaction. When you are fully present, when you radiate positive energy, when you make people feel important by using their name, when you give without expecting anything in return, and when you embrace who you truly are, you become someone people want to be around, someone they trust, respect, and genuinely like. So as you walk out of here today, ask yourself, how do I want people to feel when they meet me? Because the way you show up in the world determines the relationships you build, the opportunities you attract, and ultimately the life you create. The choice is yours. Be the person who lights up a room, who makes others feel seen, and who leaves people better than you found them. Do this, and I promise, you won't just be liked, you'll be unforgettable.